Fans, welcome into the Fans Only Sports Network and welcome to Lynch Ice Arena here in Pawtucket, Rhode Island for Division I boys ice hockey action between the LaSalle Academy Rams and the Cumberland Clippers, presented by Tovey Hockey. Charlie Adams here on play-by-play with Ashton Allison working the camera for our matchup scheduled to kick off around 6:15. The LaSalle Rams are rolling 3 straight wins, 2 in league. They sit 10-2 in Division I and are right there in the thick of the top 3 alongside Bishop Hendricken and Prout. That's the big one, Prout. They took a loss to the Prout Crusaders in their first game of the season, but just recently took down the then undefeated Prout Crusaders in a 2-0 win over at Boss Ice Arena, and are now vying for the top spot, which seems just that much more open in Division I. On the other end, the Clippers are the exact opposite, 2-10 on the year. They have followed a win that broke a losing streak against North Kingstown with tough losses to Barrington, and yesterday a 5-3 loss to Moses Brown here on the Fans Only Sports Network. They're looking to bounce back here against a strong LaSalle team. 30 seconds till game time. All Rhode Island action on the Fans Only Sports Network is brought to you by Tovey Hockey. Tovey Hockey sticks with their patented Diamond Air blade, delivers superior puck feel, strength, and aerodynamics. No more sacrificing stick strength for speed or feel. You can have it all with a Tovey Hockey stick. Visit ToveyHockey.com for details. We'll be back after a quick message from Tovey with lineups introductions and opening puck drop. Don't go anywhere. Rams versus Clippers up next. Welcome back to the Fans Only Sports Network. No lineups or introductions, but we're ready to get things going between the Clippers and the Rams. Thank you to everyone who's tuned in, watching the Fans Only Sports Network. Puck drop now, and we're ready to get going. Jake Tatone picks up the puck off the face-off win by the Rams, has it back in his own end now, moved up into the neutral zone, sent down the ice by Connor McGill. Starting in goal for LaSalle is Michael Corrigan. The Rams have a good amount of goalies on their roster, including Ian Pomfret, Tommy Connell, and Jesse Hewams. The latter two, both sophomores, and Pomfret a senior along with Michael Corrigan. The Rams behind their own net move it. Now a long pass up the ice, kicked by the Cumberland Clippers' Connor McGill. No introductions through any PA announcers, but back and forth. Nearly got it to go on the far post. Caught there, shot taken, save made. Marcello Martinelli bringing in the shot attempt from the blue line. Puck wrapped around by Cumberland, who tries to get it free. Ben Gregorick was unable to keep it on sides, and LaSalle retreated back in their own end. Now we'll have a stoppage on icing here with 13:36 left to go in first period action. Ready to resume action in Cumberland territory. Face-off won by Connor Pacheco, who moved the puck forward behind the goal crease. Now puck fought over in the corner. Moved up to the blue line, now past Devin Mora into the neutral zone. As Cumberland kicks it along, they're in the attacking zone. Martinelli picks it back up and now moves up the left side of the rink, nearest to our broadcast position. Quickly flying near post. Catches iron and nothing more. It goes behind. Now a whistle comes. And the referee will skate over and readjust the goal. Came a little bit loose. First 2 minutes out of the way here between the Rams and the Clippers. 3 15-minute periods. At center ice, puck knocked off the stick of Collette. Now dumped across into the attacking zone, chasing after it. Clippers have McGill at the blue line. Lost back to the neutral zone. Sent along. Dumped across right past center ice by Quinn Peterson. And we'll have another stoppage, another icing with 12:26 left to go. Thank you to everyone watching the Fans Only Sports Network live or on demand. Plenty of Rhode Island Division I boys ice hockey action available to you here. Charlie Adams on the call from Lynch Arena in Pawtucket. As if you're just joining us, the Clippers in the white jerseys take on LaSalle in the maroon with white shoulders. At center ice, Mora dumps down the rink, Peterson dumps down. No one chases after it. The Clippers recover in their own end. Now a takeaway at the blue line by Barbosa. Left it for Bradley. That's Drew Bradley, who circulates and now makes the puck reach behind the net and back to the blue line for LaSalle. Loaded up shot try goes wide from Bogosian. Stopped at the blue line by Tatone. Taken away now cleanly. The Clippers move out of their own end, dump and chase. Samuel Lopes leading the way. Now fighting for it. Two Rams around him take it away. LaSalle up the center of the ice. Big hit delivered to Tatone. Sends him to the ice, and now a shot from the wing by Bradley. Clean takeaway for Barbosa. Dumps it back in. Forces Cumberland to recover it deeper in their own territory. Now quickly tried to move it to Sean Taylor. All the way back for Matthew Collette. Once again through center ice. Stopped there and sent back by Cumberland. Chasing after it, Eddie Walsh. Now on the ice for LaSalle, and a takeaway for the Rams defender there. Shot sent in, goes just wide of the glove. And Collette dumps down the rink. It'll go for an icing. 10:19 to go in our first period of action here on the Fans Only Sports Network. Face off on the left side towards the Cumberland goaltender. Referee forces the rebound off the glass there. A cover made once again. We'll have another face-off. Referee was forcing the Cumberland defenders out of the circle. The skaters on the left of your screen. Off the glass, Devin Mora moves it behind the net. Now a board battle ensues, and Salle keeps possession. Sent along in the corner, and yes, here at Lynch, there is a reflection between the corners here. We can't really capture it with the glass reflecting. Apologize for that. There's not much that we could do about it, as a clean takeaway brings you up center ice. First to it will be Marcello Martinelli for LaSalle before any Cumberland Clippers could take advantage of the takeaway. Bit of a slow start, or at least slower than you'd expect for LaSalle. They're getting their feel of the game in here early on. Feeling out process against the 2-10 Cumberland Clippers. LaSalle yesterday had a 5-0 win versus Pilgrim at Thayer Rink over in Warwick, Rhode Island. Played a strong game. If you couldn't catch it live, catch it on demand here on the Fans Only Sports Network. As Ronan Peterson tried to weave through, pickpocketed, and now Collette will shoot from the blue line for Cumberland and miss everything, and the Rams take it away. Now interception at center ice by Gavin Freiberger. Pushed up against the wall and taken away. LaSalle moving up the near side with Trip Peterson leading the way. Trip Peterson, one of two freshmen on LaSalle's team and a big player in their offense. Good defender who can get it done. Swift scoring from distance and good passing as well. Down the ice, Rams chase after it. Dylan Skirka first to it for Cumberland as the Clippers move it into the neutral zone, and now it's taken back by Mora. Or excuse me, that's Bogosian taking it back into the attacking zone, and Cumberland now up the rink with Sam Lopes moving it. Looks for a man, no one home. Clean takeaway. Seamus Murphy enters on sides and is quickly forced back into the neutral zone. These teams back and forth as that look by Cole Goodwin knocked away. Skating through is Drew Bradley. He loses a skate and Cumberland takes away possession once again. That shot by Collette goes wide. Now a foot race up the ice that Tucker Cobbery nearly won. Martinelli can't stop it at the blue line, and now Collette 2-on-1 if they hurry with the shot going wide. Goodwin held possession of the puck for a second. And now Cumberland another chance. Save made. Now goal comes loose as Michael Corrigan moved post to post and knocked it off of its placement. Whistle comes at 6:31. All hockey action on the Fans Only Sports Network is brought to you by Tovey Hockey. Tovey Hockey sticks with their patented Diamond Air blade deliver superior puck feel, strength, and aerodynamics. No more sacrificing stick strength for speed or feel. You can have it all with a Tovey Hockey stick. Visit toveyhockey.com for details. Back underway at the ice here of Lynch Arena, and as I say that, puck goes into the bench area, out of play. Charlie Adams here, joined by Ashton Allison doing the camera from Pawtucket, Rhode Island. Thank you to everyone tuned in live or on demand. Bringing you all the action free for this one. No subscription required as another whistle comes on an icing. 6:17 left to go in period number 1. Jackson Berry, the goaltender for Cumberland here tonight, getting tested there and making the glove save. Reached up and snatched it out of the air. One of the best looks LaSalle has had in the early going here, coming from the number 17 of Matt Baxter. Puck dropped and now moving along. Sent back into the neutral zone by Cumberland. Down the ice, chasing after it is Tripp Peterson. Corrigan coming out to stop it. From distance, LaSalle dumps it across and moves to the bench to get some fresh legs on the ice. 5 minutes and 30 seconds to go here in period number 1. Puck off the glass of the penalty box areas, right below our broadcast position. And now it's in LaSalle's attacking zone. Once again, they've had a pretty good amount of chances. And on this one, Barry again makes the stop. Off the face-off, LaSalle keeps it in the attacking zone. Positioning for the first goal as the goal is loose. And the whistle comes to reposition the goal with just under 5 minutes to go. Pretty decent crowd of fans attending this one. Some in the bleachers, some along the glass. Lynch is a pretty cold place to be if you're in the stands. Make sure you're dressed appropriately. Here in the heated observation room, it's not too bad. But when you're going from such a beautiful day outside to this rink, you can certainly tell the difference as that goes around the boards all the way up to the other end of the blue line where Paul Bogosian stops it and wraps it back where it came from. Now Cumberland trying to take it away. It's near the post. LaSalle moving it. A good shot attempt there. The ricochet goes a little too far, and J.D. Planty couldn't do anything with it. Save made. We'll have a face-off coming up. Back facing off. Here in the right position, or the left face-off dot in the attacking zone for LaSalle. Another shot attempt, another save. We'll quickly go back to the face-off circle here as our final third of period number 1 slowly winds down. Dumped off the boards and now sent back to the blue line. Rams encroaching, take a shot there Another save made after Evan Barbosa couldn't find a gap. Now it's Gavin Freiberger who clears it to the neutral zone for Sam Lopes to pick up, flick it into the attacking zone, chase after it himself. He's behind the goal area, and Corrigan reaches out near his right post and makes the save. .320 to go in our first period of action. 0-0 between the Rams and Clippers. LaSalle, the third place team in Division I, going against a team that's 2-10, competing with EGTG along with North Kingstown for the bottom of Division I. And it is the Clippers who gave East Greenwich Tollgate their first win of the season earlier on in the year. Now at center ice, puck handled by Quinn Peterson. Peterson loses it. Now poked forward, it finds Sean Taylor of Cumberland, who gets it in the attacking zone before heading to the bench area. The Rams defending here as Cumberland moves in their own end. Big hit along the boards. Makes a ruckus there as Hunter Jones tries to bring things into the attacking zone for Cumberland. Slips up and loses puck possession. Now LaSalle through center ice has it intercepted by Connor McGill. No penalties either side just yet in period number 1. Though we might get one shortly just based off me saying that. That whistle was an offsides, not a penalty. So we'll bring it back into the neutral zone with under 2 minutes to play in first period action. The neutral zone face-off dot across from Cumberland's bench. Home of this face-off that is won by LaSalle, but now taken away. The Clippers try to move it. Samuel Lopes once again leading things. Lopes, the captain of this Cumberland team, has 2 assistants in Sean Taylor and Connor McGill. Lopes also the one of 2 Rhode Island Hockey Hall of Fame All-Star Showcase participants for this Clippers team. Each team in Rhode Island had 2 representatives. Martinelli from the blue line send a shot in. Another save for Barry. Play resumes on the far side of the rink in LaSalle territory as they look to get on the board late in our first period. Haven't been able to yet. The score still even 0-0. LaSalle kind of out of the gate, a little sluggish. They've had plenty of opportunities and are yet to convert one. After a great game yesterday, a 5-0 win versus Pilgrim. A little bit of tiptoeing out of the gate to start things here. Fought for along the boards in the corner of Cumberland's zone. The Rams able to skate with some open ice for a second, but now the Clippers move it into the neutral zone. Get it down the right side of the rink. A shot sent in by McGill, and the save made. There's 17 and a half seconds to go in period number 1. All hockey action here on the network brought to you by Tovey Hockey. You can check out all social media platforms, X, formerly known as Twitter, and Instagram at FO Sports with a Z for all of the highlights and happenings around Fans Only Sports, all the games that we broadcast. Face off in the neutral zone with time ticking to 10 seconds remaining in first period action as LaSalle looks for a last-second score. Hits off and stays in play into the corner. Time will expire there. And we'll enter the second period with the score still 0-0, right where we started when things got going. No score after 1. You're watching the Rams and Clippers. Rhode Island Boys Ice Hockey on the Fans Only Sports Network. We'll be back after a quick message from Tovey Hockey. Welcome back to our second period here between the Rams and the Clippers. If you're just joining us, you haven't missed much. Still 0-0 as we're ready to get our second period going. Here, Charlie Adams at Lynch Arena, joined by Ashton Allison working the camera for the Fans Only Sports Network as second period underway. We'll see if it can produce any scoring. We'll start off with an icing right off the bat. No penalties, a clean first period that came with no goal scoring either. As we send it down into now LaSalle territory as goaltenders switching sides. If you're just joining us, Michael Corrigan, the goaltender for the LaSalle Academy Rams. Dumping it out. Down the ice, LaSalle takes a shot, just goes wide. In the corner, teams fighting for it. Again, apologies for the reflection that this booth has. Not much we can do about it. As Cumberland able to clear up the ice and find it to Sean Taylor, but just couldn't chase it down in time before icing is called. Facing off here, right near Cumberland's zone, as face-off won by the Clippers. Now a takeaway and a chance for Matt Baxter. Baxter takes the shot. Ricochet try and nothing doing there for this LaSalle team. Still held scoreless. They're a high-powered offense. They showed it off yesterday in a 5-0 win versus Pilgrim. Have nothing to show for yet tonight. Face-off win produces another attempt and another shot that goes up and out of play. So we'll do it again right where we were seconds ago. This face-off produces a win for Cumberland as Connor McGill tries to wrap it around, backhanded out of the zone. Now moved around to the wing for the Rams, who take a shot, kept close and now covered up by Cumberland. Once again, an offensive zone faceoff for LaSalle as Samuel Lopes loses it. LaSalle takes a shot with Martinelli at the blue line. And now we're back to the neutral zone just before a offsides whistle. So it will still be in Cumberland territory, but this one headed to the neutral zone. Off the neutral zone face-off, it goes out to the winger, and LaSalle is once again down the ice looking for a score as the cover made with exactly 13 minutes left in our second period. Another face-off. This time it goes in the favor of Cumberland as Hunter Jones moves it up the ice. And Freiberger now chasing after it. A big hit knocks Jones off his skates, and the Clippers retreat to their own end with Dylan Skirka, who has his pass intercepted. Now a shot attempt deflected and kept close by LaSalle, now weighing their options at the wing. Good pass to the slot, just couldn't get it on the blade. Almost was able to find Quinn Peterson for a surefire goal-scoring opportunity. Now Lopes up the other end. Corrigan stops it, and his teammates clear it out of immediate danger. Trip Peterson right nearby to send it off into the corner. Lopes led the action alone up the ice with only Corrigan to beat. Now another shot. This one goes wide. And the Rams will clear down the ice and stop things with an icing, getting it out of their own end for a second before we have a face-off to the left of Michael Corrigan. Teams facing off, and LaSalle wins it in their own end, trying to move it now through the center of the ice. The race to the puck keeps it in the neutral zone. As Cumberland's assistant captain, that's Connor McGill, clearing it up the left side of the rink. Salle chases after it in their own end. Moved around up through the neutral zone where Zecchi dumps it back in, and now offsides the call. With 10:54, there's been no penalties, but there's been plenty of icings and plenty of offsides that have slowed this game up. 6:45, game got underway around 6:15. Shoveled in to the attacking zone by Devin Mora, kept along the glass. And another stoppage in play with 10:29 to go. Face off with Drew Bradley, who led the team in scoring last year, has returned for his senior campaign. Was second team all division last year as well. We get another whistle, and will we see our first penalty of the game? No, we're just going to redo it at the face-off circle once again. It's still a 5-on-5. But before that, change on the ice as Skirka comes off and Connor McGill comes on. LaSalle circulating in their attacking zone as Martinelli sends a shot in. It bounces up in the air out of the reach of the jumping LaSalle player. Would have been curious to see what would have happened should he have caught that puck. As Martinelli is checked into the boards by Lopes. Now near Corrigan, a chance. Knocked away. Last second stick work by the LaSalle defense to stop Hunter Jones from having an opportunity there. Now Martinelli weaves through up the far side of the rink and heads into the corner, cutting back, spinning around, being defended closely by Maxwell Ionetta. Keeps it in the attacking zone as he checks off. Swept off his feet there, and a big hit delivered by Drew Bradley. Another whistle, another offsides called with 9 minutes exactly remaining in our second period. Thank you to everyone who's tuned in, watching the Fans Only Sports Network, live or on demand. All the action available, this game available for free for your viewing pleasure as our season is winding down. Rhode Island Ice Hockey only has a couple more weeks left. There's fewer and fewer games as you approach the weekends of 16th and 17th, and then the weekend after that, I believe, is the final couple of games of high school hockey that we have to bring you on the Fans Only Sports Network. As LaSalle dumps into the attacking zone once again. They haven't produced any scores, but they've had plenty of opportunities in the attacking zone and have held puck possession well through this first half of the game. Just barely missed there as Cumberland now chases quickly up the ice with Sean Taylor leading the way. Running out of space, passes off and gets the score. The Clippers strike first in this one as Sean Taylor led things in, dished it off, and found his man. Cumberland strikes first courtesy of Matthew Collette. 1-0 your score with 8:12 to go. And I believe the referee is a little shaken up on that play. Wasn't exactly sure what happened. But we have our first score of the game, and Cumberland leads over LaSalle. This would be a huge upset. All hockey action on the Fans Only Sports Network is brought to you by Tovey Hockey. Tovey Hockey Sticks, their patented Diamond Air blade, delivers superior puck feel, strength, and aerodynamics. No more sacrificing stick strength for speed or feel. You can have it all with a Tovey Hockey Stick. Visit toveyhockey.com for details. We're going to send you to a quick commercial while the referee is still down being attended to by the Cumberland staff. We'll be back when play resumes. Welcome back. Action ready to resume here after our first score courtesy of Matthew Collette. Just barely. We are just barely behind the halfway mark of this one, our first score of the game. Thank you to everyone watching the Fans Only Sports Network as we bring you this action for free here tonight. No subscription required. Season ending off on a bang, and Cumberland looking to be a part of it, looking to get back after a tough loss yesterday versus Moses Brown, a 5-3 defeat. Back to the neutral zone. There's been plenty of offsides and icings in this one. Another one here. As through the neutral zone, LaSalle tries and unsuccessfully has a shot attempt. Now Tyler Garofalo moves it along. Puck stuck around the corner. All the way around now by Martinelli, whipping it back the other way. Now out down the ice, Sean Taylor looks to add on. Hand is up, and we're going to get our first penalty of the game. Marcello Martinelli can't believe it. And it's a tripping penalty. Got my cord stuck on my chair. Actually, it's not going to be a penalty. It's going to be a penalty shot. So even bigger as Sean Taylor brings it up the ice. 2-goal lead. Unsuccessful. Save made by Corrigan. And this game remains just a 1-goal deficit for LaSalle. Looked like it was going to be a penalty, but penalty shot was the call. That was a big look for Cumberland to take over control of this game. LaSalle moves from their own end into the neutral zone. Martinelli leads the way. And Cumberland takes over in the corner, trying to clear it out. Cleared out off the boards once again. Cover made by Cumberland, and we'll have another face-off here. Over halfway through this one, score 1-0. The Clippers looking to provide a major upset of LaSalle that would put the Rams 1 game separated from the 4th place team in Burrillville, who picked up a big, exciting win against Barrington last night. You can watch the replay of that for free on the Fans Only Sports Network. Check out the live tab and give that a listen, because that was an exciting one to say the least. A hand is up, and we are going back to the penalty box. This time it is a Cumberland player who will take the trip. The number 10 belonging to Cole Goodwin. So our first power play of the game goes to LaSalle. Took a while, but we got there eventually. 5-on-4 chance to tie for the Rams, and they immediately get a shot off with Martinelli. Glove loose on the ice, belonging to a Clipper. McGill picks up his glove, and action continues as Martinelli swings it over, tries to find Peterson. Now players tied up, a stick goes flying, whistles come down, and some fan reactions as well. There's a minute 38 left in our power play chance for LaSalle. And Connor McGill's mask is not working, or his helmet cage is not properly secured, so he has to go off to the bench area and get that checked out. A new penalty killer helping out in his place as that one neared the post. Almost goal number 1 for this Rams offense as Martinelli moves it along, shot taken. Plenty of players out in front, pushing things around, causing chaos. And the puck in the corner now. Ripped away. Moved up to the blue line. Sticking on sides. Martinelli keeps it. A ripped shot by Martinelli there. Again, Marcello Martinelli finds it at the wing. Passes off. Shot taken by Garofalo. Knocked to the corner. The Rams have gotten plenty of chances on their power play. That one, not a goal. Barely missed. Looked like it nearly got in that top bins. Just missed the mark. Beautifully placed shot. Samuel Lopes defending, along with Sean Taylor and Maxwell Iannetta. The final man on the ice currently for the penalty kill is Dylan Skirka. There's 10 seconds to go on the first power play chance we've seen on either side here tonight. Passed along, off the boards, gets to Martinelli. Martinelli now rotates over into the corner. We're back to 5-on-5 action. As the Rams continue to try to get a shot across, it's cleared down the rink. Goes all the way for icing here, stopping the action with 3:18 to go. A successful penalty kill for Cumberland, still holding on to a 1-0 lead over the 2020 Rhode Island Interscholastic League state co-champions due to COVID, and a 9-time state champion program with 3 championships here since 2000. Last year, the Rams were in the championship game at Providence College and fell to Hendricken 2-0. And the year before that, lost in the semifinal series to Hendricken as well. So the Rams have plenty of history with Bishop Hendricken. They also lost the Ed Walsh Cup game on December 23rd, which is always an exciting and kind of mark your calendar game. Salle now fighting in the corner along the glass with Eddie Walsh. Puck out of play, a whistle with 2:26 to go. Be a longer intermission between our second and third periods. That's when the Zamboni comes out here in Rhode Island high school hockey rules to get things nice and cleaned up for our final 15 minutes, which could be massive for LaSalle if they want to keep their spot contending for one of these top seeds in Division I. Currently sitting third behind the tied behind the tied Prout Crusaders and Bishop Hendricken Hawks, who both only have 1 loss on the year. As up through the neutral zone, Martinelli weaves and will work it back into the attacking zone. The Rams haven't produced a goal, but again, they've had plenty of opportunities in the attacking zone. It's been a great defensive game for Cumberland. Martinelli couldn't connect with it, trying to save icing at center ice, and it will go down the rink for icing. 1:39 to go in our second period of action. If you're not able to stick around for the game or able to watch it later on, you can always check out at FO Sports with a Z at the end on Instagram or Twitter for the final score, as well as highlights from the game and all hockey games in Rhode Island that take place today. And Jake Datone moves it along and tries to clear it out of his own end, as the Rams on the defensive side of things here. Final minutes of period number 2. Shot attempt unsuccessful from J.D. Planty. Just over a minute to go in second period action. Face-off produces a face-off win and a shot for LaSalle, and now a whistle. As we'll do it again. Face-off circle. Martinelli is very wide here, right at the point, waiting for the face-off. We know he can score it from there. He has great stick skills and is an offensive creator. Again, one of those Rhode Island Hockey Hall of Fame All-Star Showcase selections. under a minute as the save made, whistle blows. And we'll have another face-off in Cumberland territory. It's been a similar theme in this one. Lynch Ice Arena, home to the Providence Hockey Club, among other teams. You can see their logo at center ice as LaSalle again not able to find home. Another missed opportunity, or at least another save made. As we get going, our final 35 seconds. We'll take a quick timeout for an icing before we resume things down in Cumberland territory once again. Before we can get the face-off going, a whistle. Referee comes in, discusses things over, and now puck drops and play back underway with Alexander Warzecki holding the puck for Cumberland. Now the puck bounding over, caught by McGill, and down through into the attacking zone. Cumberland looking for one more chance to extend their lead in our final now 10 seconds to go. Quickly through the neutral zone, passed off and sent over to Ronan Peterson. Cover made with just 2.6 seconds to go in our second period. It has not been LaSalle's night through two. Currently shut out a shocking first two periods. Definitely not what you were expecting walking into this building. 6 attackers on for this final 2.6 seconds. See if anything can happen before time expires. And we'll head to the locker rooms here with Cumberland still in front. 1-0 is your score. The Clippers are looking for a Titanic level upset over LaSalle. We'll be back with second or third period action shortly. Stick around. LaSalle surely won't go down quietly in this one. Welcome back to the Fans Only Sports Network for what's gearing up to be an exhilarating third period. We might see an upset victory in favor of Cumberland, who leads 1-0 entering the period. Or we could see a comeback from the Rams, looking to stay atop of the standings. Currently the third place team at 10-2 on the year, chasing after Bishop Hendricken and Prout, who each have one loss ahead of them. For the Clippers, they're 2-10 entering this game and beat NK, North Kingstown that is, after a 7-game losing streak. With a 2-1 start to their season, they took 7 straight losses, including allowing East Greenwich Tollgate their first win of the season. Before beating North Kingstown, they followed it up by 2 losses again to Barrington and Moses Brown, coming yesterday against the Quakers, a 5-3 defeat live on the Fans Only Sports Network. But if they could pull this off here, they could definitely play spoiler to some of LaSalle's plans and put the Rams at risk of falling in the seeding for the Division I playoffs. The Rams have had plenty of chances in the attacking zone, just haven't been able to capitalize. They had a power play opportunity that they didn't make anything of, and they still are shut out after 2 full periods. As we get a whistle here right after the face-off, and it'll send us right back to the neutral zone for another one. Towards LaSalle territory, the Rams win it and get it to Bogosian. Bogosian dumps it in from the neutral zone. And now another stop and another save. Action continuing here as our first minute of play completed in our final period of action. The Clippers had a penalty shot opportunity that Sean Taylor couldn't get to go, that could have put them up 2-0 in that second period. Would have been huge for this team at this point. Big battle along the boards as puck jarred loose, and now wrapping behind the goal, picked up by Andrew Bradley. Swung over to Barboza, who's fighting for it next to Sean Taylor, and the Rams lose possession for a second. They keep it on sides, but now it's out of play. Matthew Collette nearly got a big clear down the ice that would have been icing, but it was stopped and kept in. Now an offensive zone face-off for the Rams once again. Five-on-five action. That's been the case for all but 2 minutes here. No penalties for the Rams, but they did have a penalty shot that Michael Corrigan, their goaltender, was able to stop. That was their only infraction so far. Shot deflected, pushed out into the neutral zone as the Rams try to regroup down the ice. They'll dump it in again, chasing after it. Puck over to Matt Baxter. And kept in with a spin around attempt. Now into the neutral zone. Back and forth spinning action there as the puck down the rink, swung over by Trip Peterson. Tried to connect with Quinn Peterson. The Cumberland crowd on the edge of their seats here at Lynch Arena, looking for a big upset. 12 minutes away from calling this one official should the score stay the same You can't get much bigger than this kind of upset in Rhode Island hockey. Two teams having polar opposite seasons. And the Rams are fighting hard, looking for a tying effort. They're not going to get it there, as another cover made and another face-off to follow in the attacking zone. The Rams have been good on face-offs. They've gotten things done quite a lot here. But that shot's kept close. No one there for the ricochet. But now from distance, the Rams get number one. LaSalle finally have one to put on the board here. And it's thanks to Devin Mora. Now we're all even up. Who knows what twists and turns are left in this one. As we'll bring it back to center ice for the face-off with 11 minutes and 30 seconds to go. Thank you to everyone who's tuned in watching the Fans Only Sports Network, as this game now a whole new ball game for either team to take advantage of. Now we get to hear from some LaSalle fans who made the trip over to watch this game. Not too far of a trip for them here at Lynch. LaSalle plays their home games at Smithfield Municipal Ice Rink. Of course, in Smithfield, home to the Smithfield Sentinels as well as LaSalle. They have another game, a home game there, coming up soon that I will be in attendance for, broadcasting, of course. They play on Friday at 8:15, where they take on who but Cumberland at home. So a rematch of this game taking place just less than a week away. Will be live on the Fans Only Sports Network. Can't catch it live, catch it on demand. They'll also return to action one more time at Smithfield Municipal Ice Rink, their home rink, on the 23rd when they take on Moses Brown at 8 p.m. Plenty of excitement. Big hit into the boards. A hand is up, and Corrigan's coming off the ice. There's a delayed penalty against Cumberland. This could be a big chance for LaSalle to get their first lead of the game, as they still have their extra attacker on. Now puck touchdown, and we're going to have our first penalty of the third period going against the home team in Cumberland. And it will bring Sean Taylor to the penalty box here. 9:45 to go. 2 minutes of power play chance. The Rams couldn't capitalize in the first or second period on their power play opportunity. Now they have another opportunity to do so. Shot sent in by Martinelli at the blue line. Finds its way to the goaltender, who kicks to the corner. And now in the corner, a pile-up between all parties involved. And now a great save made. Coming out of the crease to stop it. And we'll have another offensive zone face-off for this LaSalle team that's had plenty of chances in the attacking zone. Finally converted one, and now they get number two. LaSalle on the power play. Off the face-off win, Marcello Martinelli gets it to go, and the LaSalle Rams are looking a lot more like LaSalle in this third period. Already 2 goals. Whatever was said in the locker room must have worked. Shot sent in, gloved and saved. We already saw just seconds ago a goal come off of a face-off win right there on the other end. Down the ice. Puck stopped. Contested for along the boards. And Cumberland moving up. Now they need a tying goal. After leading all the way through period number 2, they got on the board courtesy of Matthew Collette. It's their first time tonight that they need a goal as they go in the attacking zone. Offsides there. We'll send it back out to the neutral zone for a face-off. All hockey action on the Fans Only Sports Network is brought to you by Tovey Hockey. Tovey Hockey sticks with their patented Diamond Air blade delivers superior puck feel, strength, and aerodynamics. No more sacrificing stick strength for speed or feel. You can have it all with a Tovey Hockey stick. Visit toveyhockey.com for details. The action resumes as LaSalle takes away Cumberland's face-off win, still in their attacking zone. And again, in all the chaos, the LaSalle Rams get goal number 3. LaSalle has taken control of things this period. This time it's Tucker Cobbery getting the goal. I don't know what was said in the locker room between periods, but whatever is going on is working well. As the Rams took control, and now it's looking a lot more like what we were expecting entering this game, with the Rams just dominating performance in the first half of this final third period. Rams skating up the rink, intercepted on the pass by Sean Taylor. And puck bounds into the air and goes into the netting. Out of play. 6:25 to go in our final period. Thank you to everyone tuned in live or on demand. Charlie Adams here on the call, bringing you the final minutes of this one that entering looked to be an exciting conclusion, but LaSalle has made quick work of the deficit and turned it into a 2-goal lead. Again, out in front, very close opportunity for LaSalle. What produced their third goal, almost ran it back there. Now at the blue line, Sticks trying to push it into the neutral zone unsuccessfully. The Rams continue their attack with Matt Baxter. Now through the neutral zone, a poke check draws the action a little bit farther behind for Cumberland, who's trying to advance. Again, we'll run this matchup back in LaSalle's home next week on the 16th of February. That's a Friday. We'll be at Smithfield broadcasting that game where these teams switch home and away. And what was looking like a potential chance for LaSalle to get revenge might be Cumberland's chance at revenge. Who's had a tough schedule put against them. Going back-to-back with LaSalle, one of the top teams. Barrington's a great team that took them down 2 games ago, and now Moses Brown, their most recent loss. Until this game goes final, there's still time, though, for the Clippers to come back. Rams closing in, keeping action right near Cumberland's goal as they encroach and get closer inch by inch to scoring it. Puck bounces up in the air and goes into the corner. Down the ice, off the boards. Another shot attempt, another save. Devin Mora looked for his second goal on that try. 3:48 is what's left in our final period of action here on the Fans Only Sports Network. I'll be back broadcasting live tomorrow here for Fans Only Sports at 6 p.m. on Super Bowl Sunday when the PC Women's Club Hockey team is back in action. I'm sure you'll have nothing else to watch that day, so why don't you tune in to the Fans Only Sports Network and watch some women's hockey. We have a hand up and referee coming in, leading players to the penalty box. It looks like we'll have a pair of penalties. Keep it 5-on-5, but take Eddie Walsh off the ice, as well as Maxwell Ionetta. Both penalties offset. And action continues at center ice. A spin around by Evan Barbosa to put LaSalle back in the attacking zone. Now a centered up try for Barbosa. Puck still loose out in front. And in all the chaos, another score by LaSalle, their 4th of the period. The Rams tack on another. This one coming from Jake Datone. Or excuse me, that was Andrew Bradley. With the 4th goal. So 1 power play goal, along with 3 even strength goals in the period by LaSalle. Devin Mora, joined by Marcelo Martinelli, as well as Tucker Caubery and Andrew Bradley, the 4 scorers, putting this game on ice. Paul Bogosian handles the puck in the corner and wraps it back where he resided just seconds ago, and it's picked up by his teammate. That's Evan Barbosa. And from behind the blue line, Drew Bradley whips it across, glove save made, and we'll have a face-off here as time ticks down in period number 3. The Cumberland Clippers held their own for these first 2 periods, but in that second intermission, a switch was flipped. We're going to get a penalty here. This one will make it a 5-on-4. As the Rams, Eddie Walsh, who's in there currently, opens the door and welcomes in a new friend in Ronan Peterson to join him for nearly the remainder of this game. Peterson, one of the captains of this LaSalle team, who have plenty of captains, as well as, or they're actually all captains, no assistant captains. So we get to see the penalty kill unit of LaSalle for the first time as this game is in its final moments. See if they can hold off the power play try by Cumberland, who also gets to have their first man advantage of the game. Again, they had a penalty shot try in the second period that could have put them up 2-0. But now shorthanded Matt Baxter, trying to do it on his own, has it taken away as Hunter Jones picks up the puck. Now the Clippers moving it to McGill. McGill dumps it into the attacking zone where Lopes chases after it. Sean Taylor, along with Hunter Jones, the 5 on the ice currently for the Cumberland Clippers power play, who has 42 seconds left to go. Under a minute left to play in this one. Looked to be a game that might have gone down to the wire, or maybe even an upset victory for Cumberland entering the period. Domination by LaSalle has put this one out of reach, even for the Clippers to pull their own goalie, who had a shutout between the first and the second. Cumberland, with 10 seconds to go on their man advantage, lead it in with Connor McGill. McGill wraps it to Sean Taylor, and now he gets it back. We're 5-on-5 as the Rams defending closely. Final 10 seconds, puck in the hands of LaSalle with Ronan Peterson out of the penalty box, scoring one more insult to injury before we can call this game over. With 2.7 seconds, Ronan Peterson, fresh out of the penalty box, puts one in the back of the net, and this game will finish a 5-1 final score. Fifth goal of the period. And that'll be all she wrote. 3 seconds, face off and then some before this game is official. A 5-1 win for LaSalle. On paper, looks like the game you expected, but in reality, these first 2 periods were as close as they come. And entering this third and final period, the score was 1-0 with the Clippers in front. It finishes a 5-1 game, but the Clippers stayed strong through the first 2. Signing off on the Fans Only Sports Network, on behalf of myself, Charlie Adams, and my cameraman, Ashton Allison, have a great rest of your night. We hope to see you on the Fans Only Sports Network sometime soon. There's always something to watch, be it live or on demand. Check out our offerings. Check out our social media pages at FO Sports with a Z at the end for highlights, information on games going live, and all the sorts of everything involving Fans Only Sports Network. Thank you and goodbye.